we are going to look at some basic hombo things, but in a more advanced way. And then we'll probably look at some more advanced hombo things in maybe a easier way. Who knows? But it's going to be all about hombo tonight. Now, this will be dependent on what hand this is. Remember, I don't want to give this away. I don't be like, hey, because now he knows he has to deal with this. This is, maybe just sitting here is here. He reaches out for that grab here. Right for a nice arm bar. Right for a nice rolling arm bar. You can do it with any grip, I don't care. But you'll see this in the Bujinkan a lot where this comes in here. It is on top of it. He's not lying. All right, I'm pulling that back there. All right, this is going to be a quick redirect. This is obviously, as we all know, this is not a whack kind of thing. This is just him sneaking. Oh shit! Right? I don't even want him to really see it for the most part, because if we look at this real quick, as that line comes down, this is coming, right? So I want him to pay attention to me until the very end. Okay? I want him to not even realize this thing's coming up until I move off to the side. Because if I give this away, he's gonna hit it. All right? So wait, as black belt, don't start now. He's gonna do something else. Right? I need this to kind of be pushing me. Oh. And then go. Ride that energy into the position and then change. Okay, now here's where the torque is. All right, this is where about the most torque I'm going to get is. And if I keep going, it's actually going to let up on her. Right? So I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to continue that way. I'm going to go this way. Now that hurts. Because now I have the elbow in a prime place. Does that make sense? You felt it, didn't you?
I felt it, but I didn't see where your elbow.
So Matthew. So here. So right now I have the lock. And I'm kind of going this way. If I kept going this way, it just takes you down, but it doesn't really add more to the scenario, does it, Matt? I get the lock here. I'm going to go out that way. That's different, isn't it? Yeah. All that pressure that he had that was holding him up against this arm to kind of try to fight it is now gone. And now all my weight is on his elbow. So as you get out to that lock, don't keep going that way. Go that way. Okay? This will go on hard. We got a neat throwing kind of that right lunge punch here. I'm kind of, I was here, boom, hitting, coming down. Taking down. All right. While you're working on that one, same right punch comes in. Boom, boom. Yeah. All right. On this other one, when this comes in here, boom, and we're hitting. If I do this, right? So I have this point pushing this way, this point pushing this way. What do I do with this point? Some people make the mistake of they kind of go out with both of them, and then just travel. No, anything. Rotate, pull this down to you as you move forward. Okay, so this hand's coming in this way. If we didn't have this, this is what would happen, right? Do we agree? But now, since I have this little handy piece of machinery here, this happens. So see the 1, 2, same time sync. Okay, make sense?
Can you be my attack for a second? I'll try to recreate what I'm feeling. What I'm feeling is this.
So
you kind of
this away.
Yeah, feel how everything's kind of going that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing where people are down here sometimes and they'll kind of go around really wide, which just gives you a lot of time. This is going to be a much straighter. If there's any circling, it's here, and I want this to be a fairly straightforward enterprise. That'll help you. It takes the space and consolidates it right away, as opposed to kind of moving it around and not really getting it fine.
So it's like trying to go for a no-soto, but with a weapon.
Yeah, kind of. I actually think that's actually a pretty fair analogy in my book. I don't know. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's not too far off. Yeah. Okay, so let's go and do a couple more. Mac, can I borrow you here? So again, these are just kind of basic. This is being up here, smacking into here. Oh, bringing around. Coming back in. This is everybody's favorite. We're getting this position. Whack. I could maybe boom, throw him in there. Come back and around. All right. The key is getting the distance right to be able to do this. And then once I get that distance, coming back and around into his head. All right. Remember, I'm using this part of this elbow to pull his head back. We all know this, see this, know what I'm talking about? So put your arm up here. I am pulling backwards on this to pull Matt's head this way, right? I'm not pushing Matt. I think you can all understand that. I can add a little emphasis by pushing this forward at the same time and really making it more interesting, especially if you decide to grab on my hand. We can make an emulte into that too. I don't care if we happen to be here. Here, we can throw this, the emulte and this all at the same time. I don't care. I think you guys already know this one. All right, okay. And from here, I'm just gonna change. So right now I'm kind of, my feet are facing that way. I'm just gonna change them. So right there. I mean, yeah, basically what I'm trying to want you guys to do is, this is very easy to make very circular. Very easy. Can we not do that? Can we have an angle change to it, please? I'm not trying to do this in a windy way. Can we actually really do this in kind of almost an earthy way? Settle right down. Just change your position. All right. Does everybody know the unarmed first?
Right?
Yes.
You do? Okay. I'll show you. So Heidi comes in. She comes in. I'm moving over to here. All right. Now I can't reach from this position, right? That's where the hanbo comes into play. But if I shift myself over into here, now I have the same position. My arm is now the hanbo. We understand this? Then I can step right back out and take it down. All right. All I'm doing is now the hanbo gives me that extra elbow that gives me that position to do that. So we're coming in here. Here. I'm reaching up and around like I'm maybe going to try to do like an onikadaki. It's like that, but for some other reason, I don't know, I decided not to. I come into here. So I get into here, I get into here. Still have this pulled over, still have this here. And from here, I'm just going to adjust my angle. Okay? I just have to go a little bit further back because the hanbo needed this line to get to his neck from his elbow. I need to get here to make my arm be able to get the same line that the hanbo did. The way I look at hanbo is I have one elbow naturally, right? But now with this, I actually have two, right? So now I can actually go around corners that I could never see. So with Matt before, unarmed, I had to be over here, one elbow, but it can't reach. So I needed to move my body to get to the position. But now, when I have two elbows, I don't have to go there because I have that second elbow. Does that make sense?
But like the onikadaki is getting underdone, and the neck is getting overdone.
Yes.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
When it's both happening.
Yeah, both at the same time.
Yeah.
So so let's actually do Matt. So let's actually switch this up because the thing about having the second elbow is I don't have to go behind him now. Because on the first one, I need to kind of go over. We kind of went over to here. We got this line, and we kind of saw the fit. I don't need to do that. He comes in. I could be here. I already have it.
Do you guys see that turn through square that he does? Do you see his? So he gets his first line. He freezes, and he's got his setup. Okay. So right now, his hips are almost perpendicular to Matt's.
Yeah.
As Mr. White rotates, he ends up. Let's even rewind that a little bit, like right to that. Perfect. As he was starting to enter, this is the point where you know, like he's got this thing nailed.
Yep.
And that to me feels like you're getting onikadaki at the same time that's also creating a push on the head and face.
Oh yeah.
Neck and face. Yes.
Yes. Oh, correct. But remember, if I were to emphasize one, I'm not emphasizing either one. If I emphasize this and did this, it's be very hard, especially on Matt's neck. Or if I try to do this and that, I'm just keeping this here. So think of this as I'm in the right position, but I'm in the wrong place. I need this position to be over here. So I'm just going to put the right kami in the right place. Right now, this is right kami, wrong spot. Like, I'm just even going to keep my hands here. Right kami, wrong spot. Where's the right spot? Over here. And because I move it with my body, I don't emphasize an onikadaki, I don't emphasize a head. When I get army, then I'm emphasizing one or the other, whole thing breaks down. Right? that make sense? We could always make this worse by, as I turn around, I just sink as fast as I humanly can. Oh, fuck. Yeah. And that wasn't as fast as I humanly can. I mean, I can't do anything as fast as I humanly can right now.